positioned themselves. They're looking to play a pretty quick game, right? You've got this Jug, this DP Kunkka, this group up that's going to be very strong about just putting pressure on, taking towers, getting map control early on, where Terrorblade can suffer. But on the same flip side, you know, Goon Squad, they do have a good way to fight back with the Grimstroke, the DK, the Ember. Definitely a strong trio in the early game with that Enchantress to be able to battle back. So I mean, all things aside, doesn't matter what heroes there are, anything like, you know, just what T was saying. We got Goon Squad, we got Alliance, and I'm looking at mid matchup. It's Limp versus WEU. This is a premier. We got these godly tier 1 players in the mid lane versus each other. Super excited to see how it's going to play out, because Ember versus Kunkka too. A slight edge probably to the Kunkka, but I think Ember can do really well in like all of these matchups anyway, and it's a lot of just, you know, that skill matchup that we do end up seeing. So I mean, I'm going to be all eyes on mid lane, really. What are your hotkeys here? Give me some. There we go. Some last F for last hits. Thanks, Owen.
I don't use hotkeys.
Oh, what the hell is it?
Sorry, he's using up my PC, boys and girls.
I missed the lobby. It happens.
There we go.
Are they doing it? So they're starting aggro?
Well, yeah, he's starting bottom here for Alliance.
Because that's what we've seen a couple times with these, with the Crystal Maidens, just to put pressure at the start.
Yeah,
let's see how it is. Because we have.
I mean, I think that's
top.
I think this is the way to do it. I think, you know, if you're Alliance, you're looking at the fact that Aqua's on Terrorblade. You want to mess with the Terrorblade as soon as possible.
These teams know each other. Obviously, from what we're all saying from all these iterations that they've played together. So the ward's already down. They're expecting this type of aggro play. Look at Charlie. Look at that, see.
No, he sticks to the lane, but he doesn't want to get caught out walking over.
He'll die behind the lane if he does walk over.
Yeah, Stamanen was ready to go.
Yeah. Let's see how it plays out. So immediately they're going to swap. They don't get the first blood. And we're going to have that CM Jug lane versus Grimstroke DK.
All right.
Pretty battle intense. Lots of trading back and forth. Got to make sure they secure those range creeps on the side of Alliance, because just have to watch out versus DK. When he went Breathe Fire first, I guess he really wanted to try to secure that range creep, which he did get. But that does mean you don't have stun level 1 to prevent the last hits of a hero like Juggernaut that we've seen a lot of times on these DKs.
Which support's having more fun up here, do you think, Stamanen or Hansken?
I think they're both having quite a bit of fun.
Will you trade pretty evenly with these two?
Yeah, I guess Stamanen would have a little bit more fun because you have kill threat constantly on either Hansken and S4 if they make like one mistake step. So as we've seen these CMs, you know, you get your both of your spells at 1 and 2, and you just have plenty of mangoes to spam out. I'd say Stamanen has a little bit more fun as the support.
Yeah, we saw the other day Stamanen on the CM. He was having a great time.
He was unstoppable, right? He was like 6-0 or something.
He was killing people. I mean, you see this man, you know, he picks up all the mangoes and he just goes spam, spam, spam. And it's highly effective.
Yeah, Limp is doing excellent in the mid lane right now. Even gets range creep denies. I think he may have,
what's going on here? 9 for 2.
I think he got 2 range creep denies, I want to say, too.
Again, that's what the 4-0. Yeah, this is a hot start.
Little bit of a mess up by WEU. I think he torrented trying to just harass Limp, and it caught range creep, so put it in deny range, and he had Tidebringer down. Limp got a really nice deny, and now he's got a good positioning with Flame Guard too. That's an excellent start for Limp. All right, look at the start of the lanes. Everyone getting their solid farm.
I mean, top lane. That's going to be a first blood. Ladies and gentlemen, there's the setup. You know, Stamanen, he made the call. He said, Nico, baby, we're going in for the kill. And, of course, Nico, baby, no hesitation. He was ready to chase up with a Blade Fury and get that first blood for himself.
Bottom, decent amount of harassment onto Aqua. But he's got Stick. As we've seen, Stick being picked up even more than ever, I feel like, in these side lanes. But yeah, top, as we mentioned, you know, that's going to be the one that we're watching for all these constant kills. The other ones is just the fun farming. The farm versus farm, the 1v1s.
And needs to go for those kills, because on the CS front up top, S4's having the better time in the lane. See now, the cogs, Aramis. He's got the setup on Peksu. Symmetrical's going to try and chase him down. They've got the damage. Crypt Swarm comes in, they'll get the kill. This will be able to trade into Aqua as well, but his stick charges at the ready. He'll manage to hold his own with the meta.
Good old Death Prophet. Always a potential kill threat lane, especially with something like Clockwork. And that is meta use, so when meta's down, he's also a potential to get chased. As Limp, Limp is crushing it.
I was going to say, it doesn't look like it's getting any easier for WEU. This is going to be a slower start. Of course, there's a Kunkka. He's got many ways to catch back up. He'll be able to clear out the jungle quite easily. I haven't seen him obviously get the chance to head back and get any stacks for himself, but highly likely that Alliance will be able to prepare such things for him to catch back up.
Yeah, I feel like most of the time when I see this matchup, it's a lot more even. I feel like the Kunkka usually doesn't have Like, he doesn't have 4 denies against himself, so that first wave or 2, Limp just really crushed it, and now he's got this big advantage. And now we have Runes coming out too. We will see, I believe Weeha's going to go for a stack here on his small camp.
Oh, here it goes. Well, yeah, Stamanon's getting the jungle stacked.
Yep. Oh, he's not going to get the stack, I don't think. Oh,
he does? Yeah, just. That was close, though, yeah. And Stamanon, he's going to be fine. Quick TP out of danger.
And Nico Baby is fine on his own when his Jug does leave him.
Yeah, he's under no threat from S4.
But we are seeing those denies add up. This is, as we mentioned, versus the DK. Even though he didn't get stun, actually, which is really interesting on the DK. He's able to get
bottom.
Denies. Bottom.
That's a bit of a move with the cogs there from Aramis. He trapped them both in. Can definitely take down Pexu. And Aqua won't be able to chase out Symmetrical. So he himself has to be a bit careful.
Very nice cogs.
Alliance getting the kills and keeping it very close to CS, only slightly behind across all 3 lanes. Not much in it at all, just a couple of CS here and there.
Surprised how many, like, Nico Baby hasn't gotten. I know Stomanin left the lane, but like I was mentioning, you know, S4, he didn't have stun skilled up until level 4. So usually when you see these DK offlanes, as I was mentioning, the stun is what prevents a lot of those last hits, and they end up having a lot more denies on the DK. But S4 has just had excellent lane control. So 28-9 to the 17-2. That's quite a disparity.
Yeah. Be interested to see which way we see the stats go, because yeah, Stamanon's been doing a great job of pretty much stacking all the camps at least twice so far. We'll see even Nico Baby with the Blade Fury or Weeha with the Tidebringer will be able to clear those up.
Yeah, he's pinging it right. He's like, there's a 3x, you know, maybe Nico Baby's like, hey, I'm not having the best type of farm, but he's probably like, okay, no worries.
Yeah, he'll catch straight
He'll catch up. I even have a stacked pull, so now he can reset positioning of the lane, so Nico Baby can farm under tower easier.
Nice, some good stuff from Stamanon it.
Yep. Still prepping you, that Jug to have that good farm. Looks like Weeha's might be the one to take it, and maybe even set up for a kill. They saw Hanskin walking in.
Yeah, it should be an easy one if they catch vision of him.
He's gonna make him work for it.
I was gonna say, yeah, Weeha's hunting in the trees. He thinks that he's gone to hide around there, but Hanskin kept moving, so that'll keep Hanskin safe. They won't find him.
And where's the rune gonna be? We see the triple check from Alliance, checking bottom to regen. And he'll keep it going too.
They've got to make sure that Limp doesn't get his hands on any of these aggressive runes early, otherwise he'll be sweeping across the map looking for action.
Yeah, he can like ganking bottom lane is quite easy for the Ember at this point of the game. Ganking the Jug is always a little bit more complicated, but can be done. Just probably not the target that Limp wants.
Bounty.
I mean, obviously with this information, how Hanskin made the move, he would have seen that there's stacks going on. Is there anything Goon Squad can realistically do early with their heroes to try and not allow Alliance to freely farm them, or is Alliance always going to be able to get them?
They kill it too fast. Yeah. I feel like they're just going to clear it right now, and there's no way to get there in time. I mean, the one move they could have done is like, if TB goes kind of like jungle and Enchantress moves up there with the Grimstroke and the Ember.
Yeah, you can kind of mess with them.
I don't think they want to move the TB out of bottom just yet. Soon, he's going to have to, but...
They're going to move over now, but indeed, yeah, with the Blade Furies, Nico Baby's already got it covered pretty much.
Still some low creeps. They might be able to snipe.
That bottom lane. Pexu will die, but he is able to set up for a trade here. Aqua cleans up a kill in return. We'll see Goon Squad step up to the high ground, but Weeha's going to respond. Straight away goes towards Hanskin. They've got the combo. They're bringing down Hanskin, but Weeha's taking heavy damage here from S4 as the Elder Dragon former Limp with the final remnant jumps across, takes out Weeha. So a bit of a trade between the sides, but Goon Squad happier with that move into the jungle. Not quite able to come in early enough to disrupt the farming of Nico Baby, but set up to just lose the support themselves and get that kill onto Alliance's mid, onto Weeha.
Well worth it. Great move coming over. Slowing down Weeha. They even, I think they took 1 or 2 of the creeps as well. Hanskin's like, okay, I died, but now you know what happens when I die? I TP mid, refill my Ember's bottle. So those type of deaths on these supports are just actually beneficial.
Well, see Aramis. He's come over to try and make sure the power in doesn't go into the hands of Limp, but he can't stick around for this.
Oh, it gets denied.
Looks like Hanskin knew that Stamana was either able to deny it or pick it up himself before Limp could swing over.
Very close.
But yeah, good to see Alliance continuing to do this, just making sure the power-ins are never a freebie here for Limp.
And speaking of freebies, TB, they have to leave the bottom lane, so we know what Death Prophet does to tier 1s. This tower is going to get brought down unbelievably fast. I don't even know if... It doesn't look like they're going to be able to rotate forward either. Hanskin's a bit low. Limp was slightly low on mana too. Yeah, they're not going to be able to contest this, so look how fast it goes.
Free out for the DP.
And that's how they have to play. They do want to be setting pace. They want to be taking these early towers versus TB. They can't just let Aqua sit back and farm. So good hit from Alliance. Still, the gold lead has to be like less than like 100 or 200. It's less than 1K.
Super close, yeah.
Super close off of these lanes right now. And the Nico Baby Jug, who had a little bit of a slower start, has fully caught up. And
yeah, he's going to be fine.
He's going greed as well. So he's going the Battle Fury.
All right. I mean, obviously, a little bit of cleave anyway against a TB it's going to be something extra against the Illusions, but it definitely, you would imagine, we've seen some Jugs in this situation. They would prefer to go for like the Maelstrom, get involved a bit earlier with the rest of their team, trying to like overwhelm the TB with that extra bit of magical burst. But Nico Baby opting to try and match the farm.
To each their own, right? Like Nico Baby's shown a couple times where he has his own style.
Nico Baby, he likes to buy like the Radiant still on the Wraith King, right? He'll always opt for whatever he feels is going to get him the biggest, at the same rate, or if not faster than the enemy carry. So this man's come here to hit creeps and carry the game.
And it gives them the just-in-case factor. If they can't end the game at a decent time, then they'll have somebody that's at least farmed enough to maybe stand toe-to-toe versus TB. As S4, can they actually get the catch here? Torrent won't quite get. They get the X.
Even with the bow, I mean, they have the bow and the Omni if they want to. They sort of hold back. I think even with the boat connection and an Omni slash, you're not killing this Dragon Knight.
I think there was probably like, let's go, and one person was probably like, I don't know if it's, it's a 1600 HP DK.
He ain't dying.
You would have had to commit Omni and like pretty much everything and maybe still not even get the kill, so. Good defense there from Alliance. And that's quick, right? They saw Dragon form and they immediately rotated to try to shut it down. So really emphasizing on that early game here with the rotations.
Yeah, we'll see how the farm progresses. Because at the moment, of course, Aqua, he is the lowest on the cores.
But it's to be expected with the lane that he's put up. Even though he has an Enchantress, which is one of the best 5 positions to back you up, you're versus Death Prophet, you're versus Clockwork. So
yeah, probably the biggest thing for him was the fact that he gets out of the laning stage without dying to that duo. He had yet to die yet on the Terrorblade.
I'm surprised he's trying to farm this Ancient stack, though. He's farming Ancient stacks without meta up. He's kind of getting wrecked by it. Aqua's going to have to go back to base. And top now, they only have 2 heroes up here on the side of Goonsquad.
See if they can get the kill this time, Alliance.
Oh,
they've got the Ghost back up. Yeah, Symmetrical ready to run down S4. Even bringing over Weehaw as well. So there's no escape for S4. Trapped in the trees, Alliance, they'll take him down. And with the Ghosts up, they can grab the creep wave. They should be able to get some damage in onto the tier 1 top as well. So keeping that pressure up, that pace, making sure they're taking these objectives and taking all attention away from Nico Baby's Jug so he's able to freely farm elsewhere.
I was about to say, I feel like Pexu has to start trying to hit some towers here with his Enchantress. He gets the Dark Troll Summoner, but Alliance very quick to react.
Let's see if Alliance can get a kill out of this, actually. Nico Baby with the Blade Fury. He's chasing out Pex, so he'll commit with the Omni Slash. He doesn't want to mess with the pass of the Enchantress. So commits, gets himself the kill, and gets back to farming.
Oh, with the pace of the game, I mean, who cares, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
He's able to just go for free Omnis. His team is setting tempo. His top tower, they'll get the tower taken out.
The tower, the Lucius de Manon, again.
Well worth it.
Yeah, this is progression for Alliance.
Yeah, it doesn't get denied. They force another DK form, so they know DK form is up top. They might even swing some heroes over there just to prevent him from hitting tower. So some solid moves from Alliance so far in this early game. Nico Baby getting absolute free farm. Battle Fury is going to be done any minute now.
That's good timing.
Good timing with Phase, Wraithband, with Wand upgraded. Yeah, it's going to be a good one.
If the game continues with this sort of control, he's going to stay quite ahead of Aqua for quite some time here. It's going to need a big change of pace for goonsquad to open up the game for Aqua to match the farm and get the space that Nico Baby's getting.
Yeah, the map is going to start shrinking for sure. Like the tower pressure that comes out, look how fast Alliance is to move around. And as we keep mentioning for goonsquad, they have a DK for building hitters, but the way that they've been playing around it on the side of Alliance has been very smart. Like every single time that he's DK ulted, they've been there just to match it.
Some pointers.
Solid stuff so far.
Well, we go 13-minute Battle Fury.
Yeah, that's a solid timing.
We'll see where he goes next with his build. I think Nico Baby still is very much a fan of the S and Y.
S and Y most of the times. Yeah, I was going to say that's usually his
He just
build.
likes to stat up.
Trying to see if they're going for any other like enabling items. They don't really have they don't have the best heroes for like your Solar Crest and whatnot, like the CM and the Clockwork. CM can, but they don't have like anybody that really naturally holds one of those items. I guess Drums is pretty good versus the Jug, or for the Jug. Summoning. did get the D ward, right?
And he'll happily be the one that gets caught out here for Alliance.
They got one D ward.
Goon Squad, they want to try and find something more. They want to get a core, really. See what they can get here in mid. They're going to set up with S4. He's straight in. There's the combo. Blink with the Inkswell immediately on top of WEU. They take him down. The reaction's there from Alliance though, and they're chasing down Aqua. Aqua will be able to turn with the Sunder. The Army Slash comes out. The hook shot over as well. They're going to lose Aqua. As he goes down, the Blade Fury's out trapping S4 as well in the cogs. Alliance, they'll take out the three of them. They're going to get Pexter as well. The X marks there from WEU, dragging back the Enchantress. As Alliance continuing to show very much who's in control of this early game.
I mean, no funny business. Double buyback at this point in the game. Like, it's 14 minutes. They're like, no, you are not hitting our tier 1. It's not happening. Even this, I mean, I don't even think Stomanin had much time left on his respawn, but didn't matter. They both just insta buyback for the fight. And that's the meta and the DK form used to try to hit tower again, and it's just immediately met with a full squad of Alliance.
Quick reactions here from Alliance. They weren't letting this happen for a moment from Goon Squad. Full reaction, and Aqua, it's a nice Thunder back up to full HP, but a lovely Omni Slash, and of course that extra bit of control from Aramis, making sure that nobody escapes them.
And look at Stomanin even controlling Limp in the back. Limp has to just jump out of the fight with his Remnant. We all actually did not even need to buy back there, but it looked very good. So it looked very good for Alliance.
Now they're all in here on the early game Alliance, and it's working out so far.
4K lead already.
And Jug, I mean, just look at the difference at the moment. Nico Baby 3K ahead of the farm of Aqua. They're going to need some drastic change to the momentum of this game, Goon Squad, to get their Terrorblade into a position where he'll be able to stand tall in the fights, because at the moment it doesn't seem like that's coming anytime soon.
No, and it's not easy to kill Nico Baby at any point in the game. They have to line up the stuns like kind of perfectly, right? The DK has to stun into a Silence, into an Inkswell, and then they have to have the follow-up damage, but he's starting to get quite strong. And it's like, this is like the dream kind of situations for Jug, where it's, guys, I farm Battle Fury, I show up twice, both Omni Slashes net you massive kills. I guess the first one wasn't massive, it was an Enchantress, but the second one was very pretty with the cleave as well.
Yeah, and any sort of move away from creeps towards heroes has been very much worth Nico Baby's time so far.
And now the timing, you know, we're mentioning this early game, them trying to keep putting the pressure on, keep slowing down the attempts at the TB from farming. BKB's done for Death Prophet, BKB's about to be done for WEU. So the only real way that I see for Goon Squad to come back is to fight. And now fighting into these BKBs feels pretty difficult with your lack of actual team fight. So I feel like Alliance, right now, really strong moment for them. They've got everything online, even a DD in the Kunkka's bottle. And for Goon Squad, it's really hard. They have to try to fight, but I feel like the fights are not going to go their way unless they have a number advantage in most of the situations. But look at top. This is a good move. I like what Pexu's doing. Pexu and S4, they're starting to whittle this top tower down. The Dark Troll Summoner.
Level 2 goes throughout bottom here for Symmetrical.
On the flip side,
Going to be a big push. We're nearly catching as well, Limp with the Silence, but Limp's already away, and they'll step back to get a bit of a defense going on the tier 2.
Very smart move, right? The Troll was actually killing the tower, and he's able to come in and cleave out most of those annoying Rowley skeletons. They might still be able to finish the tier 2 off.
But they're also going to have to come and respond to this push from Alliance, because Alliance, they're ready to start stepping up to the high ground, up to the tier 3.
17 minutes, the glyph, or the backdoor is still active. So
Ghosts are going to wear out, so maybe just nothing more than a poke. We'll see if they stick around after the exorcism.
They're going to keep threatening, yeah.
See the jump. Decent opening damage there onto Nico Baby with the fireball, but X-Mark already at the ready. WEU can drag him back to safety. And now that they're forced to reaction, Alliance, they'll back off. They know that they're still in control here. They don't need to take the risk of throwing anything away with a little bit too early of a high ground push.
Yeah, big moves from both sides, gotta be honest. Like them taking top tower for Goon Squad is actually quite huge. I mean, it just opens up the map a little bit more for Aqua, for Charlie. So that's the one nice thing. And it's also, I think they identified fighting into this lineup is gonna get a little difficult. They have to really pick their battles. Very smart for them to have a chance to come back in this game now at this point.
Aqua's got to go hard on the farm and just keep his head down and away from Alliance's moves.
He needs like 2 more items. He needs to finish Manta, get the Scotty, but then it's also going to be, what's the next one-up that the Jug's going to have over him? Because he went for the Battle Fury build, it's really paying off. So he's going to maybe get to this timing where it's like, uh-oh, he might have something like a Butterfly or something along those lines where the TB's going to have Manta Scotty, and he's not going to be able to match this Jug in the carry-to-carry matchup. Stomanin ulting some creep waves. I like it. CM forcing the bottom wave. And now, yeah, I think Roche is on the menu. I think that's probably the next thing for Alliance to tick off their box, because I think they're really recognizing the team fight from GoonSquad is not going to be strong enough to battle into them. And we see another D ward, Stomanen. What is that, the third or fourth one, I believe it was? Sorry, I know you pulled it up before. My lovely observer.
There's the jump. On themselves, or at least try for a quick pick on the clock, but they'll get it. Limp.
BKB.
Got the BKB to counter the boat connection from WEU, and he's going to try and run down the Kunkka. Of course, he's not really doing a lot of damage through that torrent buff that the boat buff from WEU, so WEU doesn't care at all.
He held his BKB on Weeha too.
Yeah,
he knows.
He knew that there was no damage coming in, and Alliance, they'll just turn and take down Pexu.
S4?
He still wants to fight. He's going to get the jump in. They've got the chainstone. They've got the lockdown. They've actually got the kill. They're able to jump in. They get the big one. They take down Nico Baby's Juggernaut. Over to the side, Aramis. He's got the
nice
hook shot
hook
control.
shot.
Pull back into the torrent. They'll take out Limp in return.
Beautiful hook from Aramis.
Aqua, he's still thinking about going in on the fight because S4's ready to lead the way. Jumps in, but Weeha with the BKB held, he still has it safe here. So now Pops it means they can't continue to commit for him. Aqua's trying to go for symmetrical, but the torrent control's there. Aqua getting low fear. Pushback from the Siphon. He goes down. S4 and Hanske, they're still trying to continue this fight, and it's actually kind of working. I mean, they've cleaned up Weeha. S4 hasn't died. He's still going. He's getting the hits.
He's cleaning up.
Side. Shamana tries to get him with a frostbite. Finally, S4 will fall, but it's just carnage here from both sides. GoonSquad, they will get the final cleanup as Shamana goes down. Everybody kind of died there.
Look at Hanskin's gold.
Yeah, who ended up on top of that in the end?
He had 3,000 gold. He just, it's actually insane. So both him and S4 got about 1,200 in the fight.
Yeah, it was kind of the cleanup crew from those two for sure in particular. I mean, S4 nearly not going down at all, only dying that last final moment. Yeah, so for those two there, they kept the fight going. You could tell it. They were losing cores. You know, Limp was dying, Aqua was dying, but S4 and Hanskin, they wanted to keep the fight going. They did not want to let Alliance get away.
I don't think Alliance expected it to go that way, right? The DK didn't even have BKB, but the way that he played weaving in and out of the fights is actually really nice from S4.
It felt like at least sort of 3 Dragon Tail Link Swell combos were coming out there. They were just going and going and going.
Yeah, they couldn't get onto those backlines.
And it kind of worked in a bit. You see how the network leads changed? They shake up Alliance to the point where they're able to close a bit of that gap.
Yeah, now it's like those little things that they did use earlier.
Yeah, look at that
swing.
Right? That was that whole fight here coming through.
Like CM ult was used to push a bottom wave. If they had that little bit extra, perhaps we could have seen something different come out. Also, that was the buyback deaths that went out of the way, so these long respawns now for Alliance are out of their way. But yeah, GoonSquad showed that they can show up to a fight even before this TB is fully online.
Yeah.
Aramis continues to just find these hookshot connections. The one that he found earlier was quite nice too.
Yeah, very much seeing as well that whilst Nico Baby does have that invulnerability basically with the Blade Fury, not a lot that's going to be hitting him through that. If they can catch him with the jump, the DK, there's still a high chance that he gets blown up.
Yeah, he's tanky too. I was surprised how much damage they had done to him.
Obviously, Limp just going to step up on the damage department next, going with the Death after his BKB.
All right.
I believe we are very much building the defensive route, going for the Lincoln Sphere as well as the BKB, just making sure that he doesn't get jumped by that Dragon Tail initiation that GoonSquad have proved to be so strong with.
It is their only hard initiation, their only hard lockdown on the side of GoonSquad, so could work. A little bit unorthodox to go for that on the Kunkka, but you understand what he's trying to go for there, right? So he throws it onto the jug can freely push and not have to worry too much about when they go for any type of...
That's true as well, yeah.
Plays. As Roche, we were mentioning, Alliance, I think that's what their initial move was to have happen.
It was
them
to get
swing over here to get here, but I mean, GoonSquad, they knew, so they hit them with full force.
This is going to be quick. I don't think GoonSquad's going to be making any moves over here, so...
But they're making moves of their own. They're taking mid tower. Looks like they were trying to hit bottom, perhaps, as well. And some big items have been picked up as well, too, just to point out. We got this Roche taken out now for Alliance. I think the BKB is done now for the DK. We have the Shard plus a Force Staff on Grimstroke, so going to be really relevant in the fight to get these Dispels to block when their BKBs are on cooldown on either DK or Ember.
Yeah, that's good news for S4. He's got his BKB done because the vessel just got completed by Aramis.
Exactly.
So very much would be that extra item that could cause an issue for S4's survival in the team fight.
Yep, and then also the big thing is for Aqua, as I was mentioning, they don't have any Drum or Solar Crest for Alliance. They have a Solar Crest for Aqua. He's going to have that from the Enchantress. There's Limp. Quick play with the Remnant. Oh, Limp would have loved that Arcane Rune. But WEU's able to snatch it up. Still very close here, and you see this DK TV, they're starting to catch back up.
No, for sure, yeah, S4 is... Yeah, I mean, after that fight, he's super farmed.
Yeah.
Just being, on level with his Terrorblade, level with Aqua. This has been a very strong game so far from S4.
Yeah, Fireball, Dragon Scale. He has a lot of damage.
Well, they're going to try and do the rounds again here in Alliance's jungle, but Alliance, they're over in the mid. Nico, baby, halfway towards the Skadi here for his next purchase.
Okay, he did purchase.
Needs to beef up. He wants the stats. He wants to be able to live through that initial burst.
Yeah, and it's when TB's in meta form. Yeah. If you hit him once, it's... Yeah, if you get on top of the TB, he's very likely to just die as well once you get the Skadi too. Aqua's not far from his either, though, and that was going to be really effective versus these, the spin, the BKBs, the DP. But Alliance, like we said, they're about playing a little bit faster.
Yep.
So still continue to try to put the pressure on.
They got 3 minutes left on the Aegis.
Exorcism's back. 1 second.
Oh, there we go. Perfect timing.
Yep.
Time for the siege, and we'll see what Goon Squad's response is going to be. They get the jump. Trying to burst the jug once. They're getting very close to doing so, but he already had the healing ward down. And with that in mind, Nico Baby's able to keep the Aegis safe for now. See him go back in again. He's actually looking for the kills. He's just going to charge him with the Blade Fury over towards Pexu, but a 4-star will save Pexu. S4's ready to get back in. Dragon Tail silence, but WEU responds with the BKB. Staying from S4. S4 popping the BKB. Still not able to pop Nico Baby the once, though.
They committed boat, and Exorcism's running out. They have to be a little cautious here on the side of Alliance. Top is starting to get split push. I think they should probably back it up. They do have an Arcane Rune, but yeah. So the boat is going to come back a little bit faster than usual, but as soon as boat is used, their Exorcism's running out. They got what they came for. Tower is taken out. They did hold Glyph, though. Actually very patient from the side of Goon Squad.
I mean, and how fast do Alliance need to play it? Like, do they have to push again with this Aegis without Exorcism, or do they wait for the Exorcism still?
It can be risky. They're kind of playing like a fake here. They showed WEU top, and then they're still continuing to make some plays bottom. They just have to play it very cautious, because the DK form was used too. I think the safer play is just to back up. You're still in an okay window. You have this Jug, who's still getting very good farm versus the TB.
Sure, yeah, he's pretty much consistently stayed the same amount ahead of Aqua this whole game. Nico Baby still, 2.5 to 3K within it.
They're still lingering in the area. The Scotty's about to be picked up from the Jug. Charlie has
He's got his as well, yeah.
So he can show up to the fight, and this, Alliance might get surprised from this. They're still persisting. S4.
Oh, he's going to get jumped. Aramis is going to go for him, but the 4-star will keep S4 safe. Limp jumps in, commits with the Remnants. The BKB's out, but Aqua's in position. Tears down Symmetrical and Aramis.
This felt a little over-aggressive without the Kunkka even in the area at all.
No, for sort of all the smooth moves we've had from Alliance so far this game, that definitely felt like a bit of a slip-up, bit of a miscommunication there with the way that they were trying to commit sort of half-heartedly.
At least they only lost, I guess you can see like some Silver Line. They only lost the 2 and it was a meta forced, but now it's like, what are you going to do? You have 15 seconds. Actually, when DP respawns, you have ulti, and you'll have a window maybe. Okay, so maybe when they respawn, if they can get the lane in a good position, they can try to go for it again because meta was used. But we see the line drawn. Limp is like, they're going to try to hit bottom. We have meta down.
Just clear it out.
Push the lane as far as we can.
Do you like this from Hansken as well? Just going for the big item now.
Okay. I was going to say he has an option also to even go for the Ags versus the Jug this game, but Hex is like the best item in the game, so Hex on a Grim can be amazing if he's able to farm that up. And if they get to that point, they just win the game, so. Because the way that their lineup will be able to scale versus the Jug.
Aramis. S4 has got the BKB. Can BKB TP, and he'll do so straight away.
Look how fast Alliance was to come back to bottom lane, right?
Yeah, they want to get this pushed right back over.
Goon Squad's shoving this lane. We need to shove it out, and we need to get to the base before meta's up. 65 seconds for them to get there. And you see on the opposite
they're
side,
going to be able to do it before that. They've got exorcism up.
goonsquad is addressing the other lanes though. Top lane and mid lane are getting pushed out as well.
Okay, so at the minimum, it will be one, maybe half of the racks going down.
Yeah, might be a trade. We might see Charlie even attempt to commit for the top because Limp's up there with the Deso, with the rally creeps.
Yeah, that's true.
They might be able to get a trade.
This Deso pickup from Limp is also going to be nice for these split push plays, especially when you're just taking that armor down and priming it for these summons, these illusions to come in and beat down on the objectives. We're seeing here, I mean, that's the range rush taken out. Nico Baby has to turn up and return, but there will be Alliance that lose the first bit of barracks themselves.
Big plays. Very smart plays from goonsquad. It's all just about buying more time, right? Buying time for the TB for that meta to come back up. And meta's back up in 20 seconds, so now Alliance is probably like, okay, we don't have that window to go for the push.
I mean, because you would imagine in a game like this, with the minutes passing, it's Alliance that are going to start panicking a little bit more.
Absolutely. Especially with the item build that like Weeha's gone for, right? Like this Linken's, it feels kind of all in. Like you win the game.
You bought this to just run down the lane and be invincible.
That's how I
end the game with these items.
Yeah, it feels like this is like we need to win probably in the next like 5 to 10 minutes, or game is going to start getting a little funky.
Because then it's going to all fall on Nico Baby's shoulders to carry, and suddenly at that point maybe Hansken's got his X, he gets Hex, the game's over.
Yeah.
So very much Alliance, they've got to keep it up.
Do they have any? I still just keep checking. Do they have any buffers yet for the jug? Nothing. Okay. No Solar Crest, no drums yet on their supports. And like I was mentioning, Enchantress, he's going for both. So Pexu, he's going to have Solar plus drum on this TB. And now they're ready to fight. They have a BKB done, the disassemble from Aqua. This could be the comeback here for goonsquad. Even though they're, I mean, pretty even, it's just the comeback to pretty much take over the game if they do win this next fight.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, you feel like there's sort of one team fight, you know, for Alliance, they're one team fight loss away from being in a very, very tough position.
Yeah, it does feel like that. Even though Nico Baby's at top net worth. He's got a Basher done, so he's all in.
Yeah, he's strong. If he can get him with a good Omni, he'll tear people apart. He's going to start charging him with the Blade Fury.
Limps in on the back line.
S4's trying to get the jump here for the stun, but Nico Baby's able to turn with the Omni Slash. They're taking down Pexu. Big hits over towards S4 as well, but it's not enough. S4's able to get the Dragon Tail off. They'll force Nico Baby to the side. Limp, he's just running him straight down. He knows the Blade Fury's still on cooldown. Limp trying to commit with the BKB, but Limp's low on mana, and he'll get held in position by the hook shot into the silence. Limp will die for that.
The healing ward didn't get taken out either. It's like full duration, just keeping everybody up.
We see Hansken was desperately trying to clear out the wave. We'll be able to TP away. But this is what Alliance needed. 2 quick kills, and now the chance to push. Roshan is up in 30 seconds, so I mean, there's a chance that goonsquad will be able to contest if Alliance see this in time and go, because they'll have most people up.
Might be hard. They're not going to have meta. I don't know, fighting for goonsquad around that area. If Alliance is set up right now when it respawns, I think they'll be able to get it before.
Let's see what Alliance can get here.
Might also just try for the push because they have this Ember kill. Yeah, really good fight. Nico Baby's able to get, I mean, he's able to survive and able to get his full Omni Slash off.
Yeah, it was a little spooky. I mean, we saw how well S4 was trying to get the jump on Nico Baby after the Blade Fury, but couldn't quite close that gap quick enough.
Clutch Force Staff. I think it was Stomanen who got, I couldn't tell if it was Stomanen or Aramis who got the force to push Nico Baby away from Inkswell.
There's the full axe now on S4, so he's becoming quite the spooky dragon.
Still big.
Very, very strong here.
Still feels like it's anyone's game. Just has to be up to those first goes. And Roche is back up. Alliance has not quite scouted it.
How long till meta?
Squad. Meta is back in 50 seconds.
All right.
So they've got
it's a bit of a window. If Alliance catch wind of the fact that the Roshan is back up.
No exorcism either, though. 50 seconds for that, too. So about similar cooldowns for that and the meta.
I guess they should still do it decently quick enough with the jug, with the farm that Nico Baby's got.
They have to. They have to. Like,
I mean, now, are you trying to commit for a fight even though you don't have meta on your TB?
Oh, I mean, Alliance might be the one who tries.
He's going to go hook shot up to the high ground, look for Pexu, but S4's got the jump on the jug. They need to protect Nico Baby right now. They'll force him down to the low ground, but he's getting so low. He's silenced. He's going to blade through and try and run. He gets the healing ward down. Remnant forward. Limp tries to chase, but Nico Baby's going to be able to live. Stomanen, he'll fall to the damage of Aqua. We'll see Symmetrical popping the BKB. Nico Baby's trying to charge straight back in. He's able to jump in. He's looking for the Omni Slash over towards S4. Back up to the user, but he's so low off the back of it. He comes out of the Omni Slash. He dies.
And now meta.
They're surviving. They turn towards Symmetrical. They take him out. The buybacks have come out from Alliance, but now you're fighting into a Terrorblade with Metamorphosis up, and you don't have Omni Slash on the jug, so you've got to be careful if you're Alliance.
They have the buyback on the Death Prophet, and Exorcism's back up, so they could still look
maybe
like bait
around
this
that.
kind of play. So
But Goon Squad know they're going to go straight away with the smoke.
Yep.
They know now, if they kill Nico, baby, this game's going to be completely broken for Alliance.
Yep, S4 scouting, but the ward's up. They broke the smoke. They're going to be a bit afraid here on the side of Goon Squad.
I mean, they could definitely chill themselves. It's a big thing there to have that situation where Nico Baby as the carry has brought back. The next 7 minutes are going to be very scary for Alliance. But Alliance, they're going to try and go in and fight around the fact that they can surprise Goon Squad with the buyback exorcism.
At 20 seconds for him to respawn. Immediately, let's look at the TB illusions being sent all over the place to try to get the split push going.
Yeah, Alliance
Charlie, he shows himself. He's taking this outpost.
Whoa.
He does not have BKB up.
For 5 seconds. They drag it back into the boat. TPs are coming over. He's going to try to, but the hook shot's there. Can he get the thunder off Aqua?
He's got a teammate.
Yeah, he's able to do it. Turns towards Pex, who's back up to full HP. The Soulbind's down. They've leashed the two together.
And now Nico Baby's
in trouble. Can he get out of this? They've glimmered him, but the dust is there. Nico Baby's dead for 2 minutes. They've taken him down. It was just all a bit of a bait.
It was
from
a bait.
Aqua. It was an absolute bait there. He goes for the outpost. We're watching him like, my goodness, this man's crazy. They're going to run straight for him. And they absolutely did. And his BKB, it comes up just in time. He gets it off with the Sunder. They turn around the fight. Now Alliance is 4 dead. They have no buybacks. At the least, they're going to suffer significant damage to the base. I mean, we'll see this again.
They might lose their whole base, honestly.
In all honesty, do you think this was the plan here? Or this was a bit of like an unfortunate situation for Aqua?
There's definitely some communication, though. He still had
up.
BKB in a second. Thankfully, his teammate came over because they actually covered themselves decently. He Lincoln's the jug, BKB'd himself on the Kunkka.
This is going to hurt for Alliance here. They're losing a set of racks at least, maybe more.
Maybe all 3.
Minute.
It might be Megas or the Throne, honestly. It's 60 seconds, no jug versus a Meta and Solo Crest TB.
Now, what a response there from Goon Squad.
Huge fight.
Rallying together around Aqua. Just at the moment that he needed there.
You could see why Alliance was looking to play so fast-paced, because they felt this swelling moment.
That was the opportunity, right? You see this Terrorblade on his own, going for the outpost. You've committed with the smoke. You're trying to hit into Goon Squad whilst they're split up. But they couldn't quite take him down in time. And that turnaround from Goon Squad is hitting back hard.
It looks like it's going to be Megas.
That's just a dead DP. Symmetrical dies immediately. Still has the buyback available. You'll see them coming with the boat over towards Aqua. He's popping the BKB. They're looking to finish off the objectives. Or maybe not, actually. They're playing safe here. They don't want to stick around. Limp may be left behind.
He's got BKB.
See, Iceborne's going to jump back in. He's in straight away with the jump Dragon Tail onto Aramis. They're having to put their BKBs and run here, Alliance. They can't stand to take the fight against Goon Squad whilst they don't have Nico Baby alive. As Alliance, they'll lose a second set of racks here, at the least. And in fact, yeah, top's already been cleaned up. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Goon Squad, they've got the Megas up against Alliance.
All it takes is like one big fight like that. I mean, what a big... If it was a bait, that is a big brain bait.
Nice.
Because it looked a little scary there for Charlie for a moment.
I think there is a chance that it is, because you got... Unless, you know, Aqua was just going like full crazy mode. Because it's the situation, right, where you know Alliance, they're brought back on their jug. You just split up as a team. Alliance is off the map because they're smoked. They're probably going to make a run for you, especially when you show yourself going for the outpost. I mean, it'll be interesting to talk to the players after the series, you know, depending who gets the win, if Goon Squad are able to clean up it and sort of say, you know, was that
a bait? Was
that the move?
Because if it was huge.
If it was, that was a fantastic play there. It's just secured the mega creeps.
And I like whoever made the call as well. Yeah. Instead, like, they knew Roche was up. That's the thing, too, is after they get this kill on the jug, they knew that Roshan was up, but someone, you know, whoever makes the call of, hey, we can get Megas, potentially end the game, big call.
Yeah, if we just trip up Alliance with that one fight, and that's exactly what they went for.
Yeah, it's huge plays. Alliance now heavily on the back foot.
Yeah, down 15k now and against Megas. They're going for the Roche play. They've got to go for the big stuff here.
Look at the creeps in the side lanes, though. That's what I'm going to be watching. If they just die to some creeps their whole base. Because if the fight breaks off here, I think they're going to lose to creeps.
Still trying to finish this Roche. But the jump spin and Limp starting to poke at Symmetrical.
This is being annoying.
Roshan Solo, S4 is in with the jump at the side. He's going to look to Aramis first. He's in with the Dragon Tail. Symmetrical trying to finish off this Roshan. Blimps coming in. Who's able to pick it up? Roshan dies. He's able to pick up the Aegis. But look at this damage coming out as Alliance, they're grouped up. S4's just splashing across them all in with the Elder Dragon form damage. As Alliance, they've lost 3. Stamana Solo, Weehaw will come back for a second round, but they've lost Nico, baby. Weehaw will be able to TP out, but he's the only one left alive. And indeed, the base in shambles here for Alliance. GG is called. Goon Squad will take this game 1. And it was a brilliant game 1 as well.
It was really well played. I mean, you could see how Alliance was really trying to force the issue and press forward, but sometimes with these drafts, when it's like all about making these like no mistake